and welcome. You're watching NewsX with me, Devika Chopra. Top focus right now is Sambhal. Samajwadi Party chief Akhilesh Yadav has hit out at the Bharatiya Janata Party in the Lok Sabha today. Speaking on the recent spate of violence in Sambhal, Yadav said that it was a well-planned conspiracy to hurt communal harmony. He said those who want to dig everywhere will one day lose the brotherhood of the country, hinting once again at the BJP. Akhilesh Yadav told Parliament that by-polls were supposed to be held on the 13th of November, but they were postponed to the 20th of November. Then a petition was filed against the Shahi Jama Masjid and a survey order was passed even before listening to the other side. On the 19th of November, the survey was conducted. Yadav continued that on the 24th of November, another survey was conducted for which people gathered to know the reason, but a circle officer abused them and a lathi charge was done. After this, Yadav claims police opened fire with government-issued and private weapons. Meanwhile, the Uttar Pradesh government has named a 3-member panel to investigate the riots that took place, in connection with which the police have filed charges against Ziaur Barq, the Samajwadi Party's member of parliament from Sambhal. A civil court in Sambhal, remember viewers, passed an ex-party order on the 19th of November after a plea by Hindu petitioners that the mosque was built by Mughal Emperor Babur in 1526 after demolishing a temple. But what really has prompted the current discussion in the parliament today? How does the BJP react to the allegations that have been made? We take this conversation forward. I have with me Anirudh Pratap Singh of the BJP. We have Tariq Khan of the SP, Sumit Peer, political commentator, and Nirmal Kaur, former IPS officer, with us on the broadcast. Let me begin with Anirudh Pratap Singh. Anirudh Pratap Singh, how does the BJP respond to the charges that have been levelled against the party today? Samajwadi Party MP and Chief Akhilesh Yadav says that Sambhal was nothing but a well-planned conspiracy, and he has now made these allegations against the BJP.
I think Akhilesh Yadav ji would like to just say, he's saying BJP would like to disturb communal harmony. But Akhilesh Yadav ji never said a single word for Etawah when Waqf Board claimed for farmers' land. Even they didn't go in Ayodhya when the rapist name is Moinuddin. He don't like development. UP is the state of law and order. UP is not the deep state. UP not a disturbing state. But these guys don't like UP development. These guys don't like UP communal harmony. They don't like UP rehabilitation. They would like create anarchism across UP, across India. Even everybody heard to Ram Gopal ji, aag lag jayegi. Everybody heard member of parliament Barq. अरे साहब वो क्या कहते हैं वहां इंशाल्लाह ये मस्जिद बन जाएगी. Just like they would like to create anarchism, they would like to provoke communal rights there. So how can say they would like support to communal harmony? Ever he asked in Etawah कि Waqf Board claim to farmers land for Waqf Board land? Ever raise a single word in Ayodhya about Ayodhya rapist, because name is Moinuddin. So how can say he would like to support development, he would like to support the communal harmony?
Okay, how does the SP respond to this? Tariq Khan.
Listen, we have to go deep into the reasons of why all this happened. Let me remind the statement of the commissioner of that range. He said that we had the input that riots may happen. So, provided you have that input, what you have done? This is the question. Because he works under the government, commissioner. Now, in the morning, you allowed Vishnu Dan to go there with hundreds and thousands of people chanting slogan. Point number one, mistake number one, done by the local administration. Provided that you have the input that there could happen anything, why the DM had allowed the second survey, as it has already first survey had been done. You cannot do thousands of surveys somewhere. It should be allowed by the court, as it had been allowed at Gyanvapi. Nothing had happened. Why? We have to look at that, and we have to go deep into the roots of reason. Why all this happened? We had Babri Masjid verdict, nothing had happened. We already had surveys, nothing had happened. Why these things happened? Because BJP want to happen. BJP want these type of rights to happen so they can polarize vote simply. Very simple. Now, you said that people themselves fire guns, Muslims themselves fire gun to their own peoples. No, we have lots of clashes, mob and police. We have hundreds of clashes in India. I'll remind it, let it be Gujar Andolan, let it be Jat Andolan, let it be any Andolan. Nowhere somebody has said that people of their own community had fired themselves. Now, what is the claim of this government? That Muslims had fired bullets to their own. Bullets has not come from international space station. It had been fired by someone, and we have to find it. Means police are in front of us, you in front of the mob, and they are firing guns. So all these things should be looked in a matter of detailed inquiry under the supervision of Supreme Court. This is a simple demand we would like to raise, and this is a deep conspiracy to threaten and to dismiss and disbalance the harmony of Uttar Pradesh as well as harmony of India. Court order should be respected. Court, if you want thousand of survey, go to court. If court says, court has already said to had a survey at Gyanvapi, we had the matter in the court for Mathura as well. Nothing has happened. Now, why these things happen? And to broad things in order, Supreme Court in his first statement said that why peace committee meeting had not been there. Peace committee meeting means that different community had been called up. DM has to say that look, this has happened, court has given this order, how we will do that. So this will bring things happen in a quite better way. We could have survey, and even support was there to had a survey. A day, 2-3 days back, there was a survey. What is the reason to had a survey, 100 survey, 50 survey, 200 survey, whatever survey you want, you could have, but it would be allowed by the court. Court hadn't said any time that go and go there and had a survey 10 times. The second order of survey was issued by the local district magistrate. That was also a wrong thing. If you want survey, that notice or that order should be issued by the court. And whenever court will say there would be survey, and anybody, and I have given examples. There was a survey at Gyanvapi, nothing had happened, not even a single time. Many times survey team and the court commissioner had gone there, they have done their survey. We had a great verdict on Ayodhya Babri Masjid case, nothing had happened. Now, under the leadership of BJP, under the leadership of Yogi, they want rights everywhere to polarize the thing, to bring the things in their order as they want, to win the election, nothing else. You said Muslims in Sambhal constituency, Muslim in by-election, Muslim had voted for you. So what are you doing? Why are you disturbing the harmony and peace of the state? This is simple. That's what Akhilesh ji said in the parliament. What he said is simply means that this is a deep conspiracy of Uttar Pradesh government, because the officers working under there, and they get the input from the higher level. That might be anybody who is controlling Uttar Pradesh politically.
Okay, I want to bring in Sumit Peer into the conversation as well. Sumit, it seems as though a very convenient blame game has begun in the Sambhal violence case, where the BJP says that it's Samajwadi Party and its leaders that were behind this conspiracy. The Samajwadi Party says that the BJP is responsible. Ultimately, law enforcement agencies will have to bring out the truth. Who were these people that were out there pelting stones at police officers? And on what basis is Akhilesh Yadav claiming that there was a second survey that was to be conducted and people were just out there inquiring? Firstly, why should people be inquiring or making any inquiries when a court order survey is going on? How does it bother you?
Devgaji, thank you for having me on your show. Give me a minute more today because you have to put a lot of things in chronological order. The first thing is that when the survey was ordered, look, 5,000, 5,000 police bal was tainat, was deployed there. SP was there, SSP was there, DM was there, SDM was there. It's not the government machinery was not there. First of all the cameras installed by UP police were taken down systematically. Then all the cameras of nearby dukans and shops and all were taken down. Police vehicles were burned. That's how you kind of do protest. Now you burn the police vehicles. Then even the private vehicles of the police walas were burned. Now when you come to now you are pelting stones. Now the photos or the pictures of Dangai or the writers are out on the internet. Anybody can see who they are and who is pelting stones. It's out in the open. UP police has issued the pictures now. Point number 5. All the people who got killed, as per DM, the report says they were killed by a 315 bore ka katta. UP police doesn't use 315 bore ke katte, and this is what the DM is saying. I'm not casting aspersions. Katta is used by local criminals and the mafias. Police have these SLRs or maybe AKs. They don't use 315 bore ke katte, country-made pistol. All the people who died were having a 315 bore injuries. That's why they died. Police doesn't use that weapon. Police is not authorized to use that weapon. And nowhere in India, police has ever used this weapon. So alleging that police killed it, that's not fair. Fourth point. Now you have your MP, Burke, who is basically has some Turkish roots, and you are another MP is a Pathan who has some, they also have problems between them. वो कहते हैं ना हिंदी में वर्चस्व की लड़ाई है. Then your MP is nominated in the FIR, formally nominated in the FIR, Mr. Burke. Then he went again. Akhilesh Yadav went to the president of India saying that my MP says I was not in Sambhal. How could I orchestrate the violence? By that logic, Dawood Ibrahim doesn't live in India, so how can he orchestrate any violence? ISI doesn't have a head office in New Delhi, so they can't do anything in India. By that logic. Now, their MLA's son is named in the FIR for getting these mobs there and pelting stones. If one survey, two survey, legal, illegal, वो आगे की बात है. But tell me, by pelting stones on the police walas, where 20 police walas are critically injured, where their vehicles were torched, their personal vehicles were torched. You look at that Mr. Kuldeep Chaudhary is a police officer, his video is viral on the internet, what is he saying? And when Mr. Akhilesh Yadav's men are caught, they are nominated in the FIR, he went to the president, he didn't get any respect from them. So in the parliament, he's saying it's just to win an election. Tell me, how will, there was a by-polls in 9 constituencies in UP, how will a Sambhal violence help in all the constituencies of UP? There was one constituency, you had all the Muslim candidates and one Hindu candidate, and he won by 1 lakh votes. So how did that magic happen? The challenge here is that when you are literally caught with your hand in the cookie jar, you don't know what to say. The easiest way to say it is Yogi did it. Yogi did the violence, Yogi did it. But did Yogi tell people to pelt stones? Did Yogi tell these people policemen may have fired upon? Who fired upon the policeman? Did Yogi order a policeman to fire upon the next policeman? Who torched the police vehicles? Who set their personal vehicles on fire? Who destroyed CCTV cameras? Who break the barricades? Who destroyed even the personal CCTV cameras of the people around? And where did the 315 bore ka katta come in? And why was MLA's son absconding? If he had nothing to do, MLA's local son, why was he absconding? These are some of the facts which are out in the domain. You can't say that, honestly, if I can be direct, you're saying that Sambhal is a 77% Muslim dominated area, the rule of the law will not prevail. Anybody who can pelt stones, who can get more crowds on the roads, फिर तो वो गुंडा ही हो गई ना, I can get more crowds on the road. And when I am caught, when my MP and MLA from the same place are caught, then I go and blame Yogi, I blame Modi, I blame Amit Shah. Thank God one day they will even blame Draupadi Murmu ji that she's the one who directed all the violence.
Okay.
This is oxymoronic, Devgaji, after what we have seen. और एक लास्ट बात बताऊं आपको, दंगाइयों की पिक्चरें हैं, अवेलेबल है इंटरनेट पे, कोई भी देख सकता है. It's not a national secret. Look at them pelting stones. What do we want to say? After so much of ruckus, we want to still blame and do play this, what do you call this, politics of blaming each other? When the things are out in the open, what about those 25 police walas who were injured? What about 5 of them who are critically injured? Do their lives matter or not matter? If you're a police and you wear a uniform, or they're a stink duck to be killed? Survey, no survey, legal, illegal, do uski baat hai. What gives you right to pile stones and fire bullets on the police? Can somebody answer that? Can Akhilesh Yadav answer that?
Okay.
No, he will not answer that.
Okay.
He'll blame it on everybody. Sun, Earth, Moon, Saturn, nothing on himself. That's the logic.
Okay, let me pose that question to Tariq Khan. Tariq Khan, on what basis is the SP claiming that it was in police firing that 5 innocent lives have been lost?
Something very strange happening in Uttar Pradesh. If law and order situation got worsened in non-BJP state, the chief minister is responsible. Say Banga, what a rape happened with our sister. So all the blame was on the shoulder of
Tariq
Mamta
Khan, I've asked a
Banerjee.
very specific question. I understand the point that you're
That
making,
should
and you're
be,
right.
that should be
Tariq
on
Khan,
the
you're
shoulder
right.
of.
Of course, if there is
That should
violence
be.
in the state,
Let me say
the chief
something.
minister must be held accountable.
Let me
100%. But
say-
I want to
let me
understand
complete-
from you
let me-
on
let
what
me complete.
basis is the
Let me
Samajwadi
complete.
Party claiming that lives were lost in police firing? What is the evidence?
First of all, the role of the police. Now we have plenty of examples about role of the police. They have FIR against them of डकैती. पुलिस के खिलाफ FIR है डकैती की. अभी एक पुलिस वाले को ही गाजीपुर के जो मौजूदा एसपी हैं उनके खिलाफ मुकदमा हुआ है. ये 4 पुलिस वालों को मारा है और एक को मारने जा रहे थे, वहां 12 लाख रुपए की उगाही हो रही थी. मैं तो ऐसा नहीं है. 2006 में एक एनकाउंटर हुआ जिसमें वहां के सीओ और दरोगा अभी जेल में है. तो पुलिस का रोल कैसा है देखने वाले टाइम में अगर हम ये एलिगेशन लगा रहे
तारिक
हैं,
खान
इसकी
जी,
जांच
हम
होनी
तो
चाहिए.
आज की बात कर रहे हैं ना. तो
आज
ऐसे
की
तो
क्या बात
जब आपकी पार्टी पावर में थी उत्तर प्रदेश में, there would have been
बिल्कुल,
many
बिल्कुल.
cases
आप-
then,
आप rewind
similar
कर लीजिए
cases of
picture.
administration involvement or police involvement.
It should be like that. Means whenever we talk about, we ask any question to the ruling government, you can reverse
You
back
are bringing
yourself
up
because-
you are bringing up
because-
matters from 2006. I'm
that's
talking
all
about
right.
present
That's all
day,
right.
2024.
You have full right to reverse your life, but unfortunately what happens, life goes forward, not backward, because Abhi se will move forward, and responsibility at that time when Advani, Atalji and Mamta Banerjee, Sushma Swaraj was in opposition, their role was to ask question to the ruling government. The same thing which we have been doing till today, same thing had been done by these responsible leaders. I'm not saying they were not responsible. They were just doing their responsibility. This is the life. We had lost life. And they were not Nepali citizens. They were not Bangladeshi citizens. They were citizens of India. And whenever something happened in Bengal, Mamta Banerjee is responsible. Now anything happened in Uttar Pradesh, Akhilesh is responsible. A tsunami comes, Samajwadi Party responsible. Sunita Williams not able to return back to Earth.
Okay,
Who's
okay.
responsible? Samajwadi Party
Okay,
is
is
responsible.
Nirmal Kaur ji
Anything
there with
happened,
us on the broadcast?
anything
Let's try to
happened,
bring Ms.
Samajwadi
Nirmal
Party is
Kaur back into the
responsible.
conversation. But can we also just quickly play out that soundbite of Akhilesh Yadav once again in the parliament? Let's play that out.
संभल जो इसलिए जाना जाता था कि भाईचारे के साथ वहाँ रहते हैं लोग, वहाँ अभी से नहीं सदियों पुराना भाईचारा हजारों साल से इसी तरह रहते आए हैं। लेकिन अचानक ये जो घटना हुई है, ये सोची समझी रणनीति के तहत वेल प्लान्ड हुआ है और वहाँ के भाईचारे को गोली मारने का काम हुआ है। जो घटना हुई है वो सोची समझी साजिश है। वहाँ जो खुदाई की बात लगातार अध्यक्ष महोदय देश में कोने कोने पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी और उनके सहयोगी और समर्थक शुभचिंतक बार बार खुदाई की जो बात कर रहे हैं अध्यक्ष महोदय, ये खुदाई जो है हमारे देश का सौहार्द, हमारे देश का भाईचारा, हमारे देश का गंगा जमनी तहजीब को खो देगा।
Okay, Anirudh Pratap Singh, the second allegation by the Samajwadi Party is that it is the BJP and its supporters that are now developing this as a norm, excavation of sites or laying claim to mosques that have been built across India. How does the BJP firstly respond to this allegation?
Devika ji, first of all, anybody can go to court and anybody can appeal to court. This is not the anarchism. Anarchism is here कि Samajwadi Party spokesperson are given maximum fact or wrongs because they discriminate in the crime. Even issue is here कि इनके समय में तो भैंस ढूंढी जाती थी पुलिस के द्वारा, इनके समय में तो क्रिमिनल कहाँ ढूंढे जाते थे। अगर कुंदरखी का चुनाव ये जीत गए होते तो इनके लिए अच्छा होता, क्योंकि ये चुनाव हार गए वहां पे, तो वहां पे कम्युनल इनसे पूछिए ना कि यहाँ पे इतने ज्यादा पत्थर इकट्ठा किसने किया। मैटर ऑफ द स्टोन पेल्टिंग, नॉट एग्जैक्टली, दिस इज द मैटर ऑफ कि हाउ दीज गाइज वुड लाइक टू क्रिएट एनार्किज्म। Even the senior leader Ram Gopal ji, first statement, what is the first statement? Please ask to him. आग लग जाएगी. Who will fire? They do like as a vulture. Even Sumit ji told everything here. Who will play? Who would like to create such time scene? Even his MP. What he said? अरे इंशाअल्लाह ये मस्जिद ऐसी थी वैसी थी. आपको कम्युनल हार्मोनी डिस्टर्ब करने का सबसे ज्यादा बेनिफिट आप एक तरीके से कम्युनल हार्मोनी, क्योंकि आप वहां से चुनाव हार चुके हैं, तो आप तो चाहते हैं वहां डिस्टर्ब हो किसी न किसी तरीके से कम्युनल हार्मोनी. ये इनका एजेंडा है.
Okay, Tariq Khan, how do you respond to that?
Listen, somebody has said that more than 5,000 policemen were deployed over there. Were they blind? Were they blind? They're not able to see anything. Means, what is the claim of the local administration? That in the night they have informed that tomorrow they...
Tariq Khan, because they are not blind. Because Samajwadi Party goons are supporting to stone pelters.
I'm going to let Tariq Khan respond to that. Okay, I seem to have lost that line.
Am I audible or not?
Yes, you're audible.
Yes.
Go ahead.
Yeah, exactly. So, means if the policemen were deployed over there, what was their responsibility? That's what we have been asking. The claim of the Yogi Adityanath government that there was zero danga during their tenure since 2017. Bahraich was not a danga. Sambhal is not a danga. And what is danga? I don't know what is the definition of danga. Why you are blaming things to Samajwadi Party and why you are all the time reversing back? You are accountable.
Because you are supporting, you are supporters, you are supporting to that. Even
let me
you are
complete.
Two senior leader. You are two senior leader.
Anchor will give you time to respond. We are not here to talk even with each other. Anchor will.
Yes, Tariq Khan, go ahead.
Okay, what I am trying to say, you'll respond to me. I'll listen to you. So this is what you have to be accountable. Wherever BJP state government are there, we have to make them accountable, and this is the fundamental responsibility of the opposition. That there is losses of life. Ram Gopal lost life in Bahraich, and 5 lives has been gone in Sambhal. These are the Indians' life and valuable life. Fundamental response. Why this type of situation has been allowed to be created and life lost. They are the valuable lives of India. This is very fundamental, simple question. BJP cannot hide themselves by saying that during Samajwadi regime, these type happen. It's all right. Maybe because of that we are not in power. It's all right. People of Uttar Pradesh have given us the responsibility of opposition to ask question, as it has been done by Advani ji, Atal ji, by Sushma Swaraj. We are doing the same thing. We are asking the question, the simple question, that why lives has lost, why the policemen are not found accountable, why action has not been taken against the policemen who are there.
Devika ji, can I ask to him that same question cannot ask about the Waqf board claimed in Etawah for farmers' land? Same question you can't raise.
I want to bring
your opposition.
We've heard the party spokesperson. I'm leaving the last word with Sumit Peer. Sumit Peer, given the current situation then of the blame game which is going on and serious allegations being raised against the government administration as well as the police force, does this matter of Sambhal now require an independent inquiry? And should the findings of that inquiry then be made public?
Yeah, why not? An independent inquiry. I think already a judicial commission has been appointed, a 3-member judicial commission who is looking into the matter. But Devika ji, there are a couple of things which have to be put in perspective. Look, things were going on very well for first 2 hours. Nothing happened. Suddenly, there's a group of 250 around people who are brought in there. Before that, there were 7 truckloads of eent patthar which were dumped in the local area. All the eent patthar, botal, wagara, they were all kept in the houses nearby. And the most important thing is that Samajwadi party's MLA's son, Mr. Khan's son, is accused of mobilizing this crowd, getting professional Reuters into the picture. So it's not a law and order situation. If I'm importing Reuters and getting these professional dangais and they're pelting stones, then how it can be a local situation? Because even if you talk to the local Muslims, वो कह रहे हैं ये तो बाहर के लोग थे, हम तो इनको जानते नहीं. So if you are mobilizing people or your karyakartas or whoever from wherever districts and getting them to cause ruckus in the Sambhal, then you say it's a Yogi Adityanath's problem. Look, police controlled the situation in 3 hours. The question is not what happened. It was not a danga. It is not Hindu Muslims fighting. It's not locals fighting locals. When you orchestrate it, when you get people from outside, that is what the allegation is. Now, it's a very typical situation. Your MLA's son, who was absconding after that, your MP is named in the FIR. You went to president to try to get him out of it. You do not get help from there. Now, when there is your two top ranking officers of Samajwadi, MLA and MP, directly involved into the danga, their families involved into the danga, how can you say it's a law and order situation? Law and order situation, whatever you created was controlled in 3 hours. Now, it's like cattle calling the sheep black. You go to the parliament and say Yogi Adityanath did it. It's not Yogi Adityanath. It's not a law and order problem. You have to be blamed for getting dangais and getting this done. And one question remains unanswered. ये 315 बोर के कट्टे कहाँ से आए? UP police doesn't use 315 बोर का कट्टा. They have those SLRs, they have their AKs and revolvers. Where the hell did 315 बोर के कट्टे come from? Who were the people who killed with 315 bore ke katte? It was not done by police. Who are these people who did it? These are the questions to be answered. Who fired at the policemen? Policemen have bullet injuries. Who fired at the policemen? This is something which should come out. Okay. And who was trying to burn Sambhal? This is something which should come out. When your men are caught, Mr. Yadav, you are saying कि भाई ये तो योगी जी ने कराया. It's like, cattle calling the sheep black. You're stuck between the devil and the deep blue sea. You just say anything, cause media headlines and want to deflect the issue. Where in India, you have seen their MP and MLA of a particular party directly being named in the fire. These are not allegations, Devgaji. They are named in the fire. बिल्कुल नामजद कर दिया गया है. Now, what more do you want to say?
Let me respond.
Absconding.
Tariq Khan, 30 seconds. Tariq Khan, 30 seconds.
Now, your BJP MP, BJP MLA Saini has lost their MLA-ship because of Muzaffarnagar riots, and he was sentenced for more than 2 years. So don't say that when a leader name was in the FIR.
It means you are accepting Samajwadi Party goons and leaders are involved in this fight.
And you are accepting Tariq guy. Right?
No, I'm not accepting anything. I'm just saying
you are accepting.
Your MLA, BJP MLA name
Tariq
was
Khan,
there.
it's
You are
not to
saying
say that the BJP can't have MLAs involved in these sort of activities. Nobody is claiming that. That's really not even the conversation here. All political parties must be... All political parties must be held accountable. All political parties have to be answerable if their leaders, if their elected leaders are indulging in activities to hamper and harm India's communal harmony. Of course, they should be named in FIRs, and of course, they should be removed from political parties.
That's what said by P. Name anybody, name any MLA whose name was there. I have named BJP MLA.
If MLA...
Don't find that he was involved and he was responsible.
So, Mr. Tariq Khan, are you accepting that? Okay, BJP MLAs. You're talking about BJP MLAs being involved and named, and now that they're facing justice. Are you then also accepting that SP, MLA, and MP named should also face justice?
FIR doesn't mean justice had done. Don't
now
become court.
You said that
Police is not a court.
BJP MLAs were named in the FIR.
Were not named. वो FIR में नामजद नहीं थे. उनको कोर्ट ने सजा दी 2 साल की.
Okay, all right. So ultimately, it all boils down to where the investigation will lead us. I've unfortunately run out of time, but I thank all of our guests and panelists for joining us to take this conversation forward. With our viewers, we step into a very short break.
अगर आप बनना